Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. This is probably the most important video you will ever watch as a silver stacker, especially if you're new. Selling silver is by far the hardest, most complicated, most serious subject revolving the world of precious metals. You want to know why? It's so easy to buy, but it's not so easy to sell. I can go on AppMex and click buy all day long, but if I don't sell that silver properly, then all those years of buying and stacking and watching videos was pointless, was useless. Selling is the only time you have to make sure you're on your A game. Right? You could buy silver here, get a little lenient or spend a little more or, make a couple crazy purchases. But if you don't sell correctly, you are screwed. And selling can go a lot of different ways. You can panic sell. You can definitely go down some very, very risky paths. So hopefully by the end of this video, you will have a better sense and a better idea of how to sell properly. Now, I always tell everyone this. Before I even buy a silver coin on AppMex, I'm thinking about how I can sell it. See how I'm one step ahead? Before I even buy that coin, I'm thinking in my mind, how am I going to be able to sell it? If you do not think that way, then you might end up with a whole bunch of silver that's going to be extremely hard to sell, or maybe not even get your money back. It depends upon yourself. Silver stacking is very individual, and it depends upon your time frame of selling. What does your exit strategy look like? I'm going to ask you that right now. What does your exit strategy look like? Are you going to be that Pawn Stars guy that comes in with a big, what do you have, like a big suitcase of silver, dump it on the table, cash out, and get rich? That's not realistic in today's day and age, especially if you have higher premium stuff, right? I went to the coin shop the other day and bought a whole bunch of silver from him, but if I would have went there and sold, it wouldn't have been the same type of story, because I was buying coins like kookaburras and, and turtles. You can't sell that type of stuff to a local coin shop because he's going to give you spot price or whatever, whatever closest to spot price he can. That's why you do not sell high premium silver. You do not sell pandas, kookaburras to your local coin shop. You sell those coins online where you're cutting out the middleman and you could still get a premium. If you don't know that, then you would have just set yourself up for failure. But let's dive a little bit deeper into that then. So since you can't sell some of these coins to your local coin shop, what does that mean? You got to sell online. Selling online is a lot more work than I think people want to admit or even acknowledge. Let's look at this. Let's break this down. Let's look at this whole picture, right? Because this is most likely where 90% of you guys, this is what we're going to have to do, including myself. So it looks like this. Let's say we have, and when you're planning on selling, you're probably going to have a couple thousand ounces of silver. So just think about that whole, let's say you have a whole stack of 1,000 ounces of silver on your table, and you want to start selling it because silver's at like $200, whatever. This is theoretical. That the price of it's not important. That's not the point of this. So you're ready to sell. Now, what do you have to do? Probably have to make an eBay page, right? eBay is the most liquid, probably the safest way to sell. So you make an eBay page and you call it, Silver Slayer Coins or whatever it is, your name is. So then you have to start listing the coins. So think about each listing, 3, 4, 5 pictures per listing. So let's do 5 times 1,000 because you have 1,000 ounces and you have to list every single one of those coins. So that's around 5,000 pictures you have to send to your email and then upload it to eBay. And then you have to write out a description for each one of those coins. So that's 1,000 different descriptions, right? And then you have to respond to all these people. And by the way, you have to build a reputation because who's going to believe that your silver is real or trust you if you have no seller ratings? So you're probably going to want to start selling little ounces here and there. So then in a couple years from now, when it is time to sell, at least you'll have some seller ratings, some customer reviews under your belt. Because if not, then your silver is going to take a long time to sell. You have to think about liquidity. If you need that money then, or if you're in an emergency or whatever, you got to be able to easily liquidate your stack. And if it's going to take a long time online, then you're probably going to have to cut your losses short, go to your local coin shop, and lose a lot of money, a lot of profits you could have made online. So that's not even it, though. That there's more to the story. So then you have to build a reputation, right? Respond to all those Then you have to ship out all those coins, right? Pay the shipping fees, whatever. Then you have to pay the PayPal fees, the eBay fees. Wait 2 weeks for the money to clear in your account. So I'm not trying to paint this as a horror story, because trust me, everyone in the world does it, and it's not that bad. But if you try to do it all at once without a game plan, then it will be bad. So I honestly would recommend right now, make an eBay page, sell 1 ounce of silver every 3, 4, 5, 6 months, whatever. As long as you have an eBay page, because you're going to have to turn your silver stack into a business, right? That's what we're doing. We're stacking the silver and we are becoming our own business. When I was talking to Chuck at the coin shop the other day, he'd been stacking for 45 years. Now he owns a business, a coin shop. We don't have to open up our own coin shop. I mean, you can if you want to. Our coin shop's probably going to be digital, which is going to be an eBay page, but it's literally the same thing, though, right? We're turning ourselves into a business. We're going to slowly start selling off our silver if you want to sell, and that's what it's going to look like. Or you can go the easier route. Just go to your local coin shop, dump the silver on the table, and just cash out all at once. But then you're pegging your spot price at that cost, which is dangerous to do. Because what if you sell all your silver at $55 an ounce, and then in a couple months it gets up to $70? Right? You don't want to sell all at once because you pegged your entire stack to that one price. So what you also want to do, and panic selling is a real thing. I always say have an emergency silver stash. Always have, maybe 20, 30 ounces, depending on how big your stack is. It could be 100 ounces, it could be 5 ounces. Always have an emergency stash of silver you could sell instantly if you have to. Maybe there's a medical bill, maybe your car breaks down, rent's due, and you lost your job. Always have that emergency stash. Now, you should always have fiat money in the bank before. You should never have to touch that emergency stash, because before you even start stacking silver, you should have money in the bank. If you don't know how to properly save money, then you're going to end up selling all your silver in a couple months or a couple years anyways. And trust me, I've done it when I first started stacking. I was spending 80% of my paychecks on silver, not saving any money, and then I would run out. This was when I was like 17, so trust me, I was young, I was dumb. But, then I would sell all my silver, and then I would rebuy the silver, usually at a higher price, and then the same thing. It wasn't until I actually started understanding how to save money, how to invest, all those things that come along with silver stacking. So when we're talking about selling, it really doesn't have to be a horror story. Your bullion, you can sell to your local coin shop, right? You can sell your Eagles, you can sell your Maple Leafs, you can sell your bars to your local coin shop, and maybe over the years you could start selling off your higher premium stuff for easier use, or to liquidate over the years to add that retirement or whatever you're doing. You don't have to make it too complicated, but it can be complicated if you don't know any of this stuff. Imagine someone who didn't watch this video, that never watched a video like this, and then their game plan of selling when the time comes. Imagine how scary, how overwhelming that would be. See, that's why it's important to watch videos like this, because now the seed's been planted. Now you can, and subconsciously, even if you've been thinking about a strategy or not, while you're watching this video, subconsciously, you're picking up tips that will help you at the end of the day. Because now you are aware. Now, next time you buy, even if you acknowledge it or not, or realize it or not, subconsciously, you're going to be making smarter decisions. And that could be the difference between making a lot of money and losing a lot of money. And financial freedom is always the end game, like my friend Junius Maltby says. So, anyways, I really like making videos like this, because man, oh man, is it important. It is so important. Selling, like I said in the beginning, is the one thing that you can do wrong. There's no wrong way to buy silver, but there's definitely wrong ways to sell silver. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you thought this video was educational, informational, at least entertaining, make sure to smash the like button. I post daily videos every single day, giving you guys the newest, latest, freshest information, what the markets are doing, why they're acting that way, and more importantly, what you got to do about it. I'm also doing a 38,000 subscriber silver giveaway. Make sure you go subscribe. I'll be announcing the winner tomorrow. So the time is ticking. You got to go enter. Thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.